Morning, everybody. On behalf of Commissioner Doman, the Commissioner of the Department of Public Safety, I'm here standing in for her. I'm Colonel Matt Langer, Chief of the Minnesota State Patrol. I'll start things off today, and then I'm going to turn it over to Chief Gary Krols from the West Hennepin Public Safety Department. Then you'll hear from the Minnesota Department of Transportation District Engineer Scott McBride, and then you'll hear from Liz Squire, who's going to bravely give her story from her point of view. Her sister Chelsea, of course, was killed on Highway 12 just a couple months ago. So you can see a great group of people standing behind me, all committed to what we're here talking about today. The mission of the Department of Public Safety is to save lives and prevent serious injuries to Minnesotans and everyone who visits our great state. For a number of years, the Hennepin and Wright Counties stretch of Highway 12 has been a concern for law enforcement, the Minnesota Department of Transportation, and citizens who travel the highway on a regular basis. In the past 5 years, we've seen 12 fatal crashes, resulting in 16 lives lost, just on this portion of Highway 12. This 38-mile stretch of highway has the highest fatality rate in the metro compared with other similar highways. To help save lives, the Highway 12 Safety Coalition, which brings together a number of community stakeholders, is challenging motorists to go 12 for 12. And what we mean by that is to go 12 months without any fatalities on this highway. To do this, we'll not only need the help from law enforcement and MnDOT, but we'll also need your help to achieve this goal. By paying attention, wearing your seatbelt, slowing down, and driving sober, we can all help to go 12 for 12. To tell you more about how law enforcement will be tackling this issue specifically, I want to introduce Chief Gary Krols, Chief of the West Hennepin Public Safety and Chair of the Highway 12 Coalition.
Today we come together to make a change in drivers' behavior and save lives along Highway 12. Too many lives have been lost to this dangerous highway. Too many brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, sons, daughters, family members, loved ones, cherished loved ones have been killed on Highway 12. I and those around me are committed to making this road, this treacherous road, safer. We're tired of these lives being lost, and we will work together to make a difference. Who are we? I was introduced by Todd Langer, and we are the Highway 12 Safety Coalition. It was formed in July 2014 to find innovative ways to improve safety by using the 4E's approach: education, EMS, enforcement, and engineering, to come together to find solutions to save lives. We are local law enforcement: West Hennepin Public Safety, Wayzata Police, Medina Police, Orono Police, Howard Lake Police Department, the Wright County Sheriff's Department, Hennepin County Sheriff's Department, and the Minnesota State Patrol. We're also MnDOT, Traffic Safety Engineers, the Hennepin County Traffic Operation Engineers, the Wright County Traffic Operation Engineers, local, county, and state public works, our local fire departments, local government, your elected officials, and townships along Highway 12. Our senators and our state representatives are also involved to work with us to find the funding to improve this road. In total, our Highway 12 Safety Coalition includes 38 miles on Highway 12, all of Wright County and the western side of Hennepin County. This is not a local problem. It's not a state problem or a county issue. This is everybody's problem and everyone's concern. And we intend to improve Highway 12 in our area. Our Highway 12 Safety Coalition has been working closely with our members to discover new and innovative ideas to make Highway 12 safer. Having all the players at the same table at the same time has increased our effectiveness to find these improvements and implement them. Some of the improvements that we have done and are planning to do are included centerline rumble strips from County Road 6 in Orono all the way to the Delano border was done in December 2014. We've done a complete safety audit identifying problem areas and concerns. This was completed in July of 2015. Left-hand turn lanes at Highway 12 and County Road 92, north and south, spring of 2016. LED intersection lighting along Highway 12 in Independence, the spring of 2016. Installation of our 4 crash reduction project area 12 for 12 signs throughout the corridor was done in November of 2015. Centerline mumble strips west of County Road 83 through Maple Plain, done in November of 2015. Shoulder rumble strips east of County Road 29 to County Road 6, November 2016, and additional centerline rumble strips at Highway 12, 394 interchange area. As you can see, in a short period of time, we have worked with our partners to implement changes and work together to find ideas and engineering ideas to save lives. With that all being said, tragically, 6 people have been killed on Highway 12 in the past year. On December 2nd, 2014, Jamie Wimperman was killed in a crossover head-on crash near Maple Plain. 1 week later, Kevin Orr was killed when his truck crossed over the center line and struck another vehicle in Maple Plain. The other driver was seriously injured. On August 20th, Paul Dahlstrom was killed when he was turning left on Highway 12 at County Road 92 when a motorhome rear-ended him that did not see him. 2 days later, on August 22nd, Chelsea Langhans was killed on the new Highway 12 in Orono when a vehicle crossed over the center line and hit her car head-on. The other driver, Dion Turro, was also killed in that crash. And on November 11th, David Oswald died as a result of injuries sustained in a crash from November 5th at Highway 12 and County Road 90 in Independence. We've made some tremendous strides to improve safety and save lives, but people continue to die. And this is a unique rural highway with heavy metro-level volumes of traffic. This highway does not leave room for error. Today we're launching Going 12 for 12 campaign along Highway 12, headed up by the Minnesota State Patrol and the Minnesota Towards Zero Deaths traffic program. Going 12 for 12 is simple. 0 fatality crashes on Highway 12 in the next 12 months. In order to achieve this goal, driver distraction needs to stop. It needs to stop immediately to save these lives. Too common in crashes, drivers are distracted and not paying attention. All of us need to pay attention and stay alert while driving. Simply put, we need to put our phones away, turn off your GPS, don't answer your email, don't look at your email, stop looking at social media sites to see what the new is going on. Just before I walked up here, I checked my cell phone, and I have 14 emails and 3 text messages that have occurred in the last 30 minutes. People expect me to answer them. We need to put our phones down when we're driving. And I wanted to say that driving is a privilege. It's not a right. Over the next 12 months, law enforcement will be adding additional traffic enforcement officers, shifts focus on finding those distracted drivers and violations of law. We are aware we cannot cite, issue tickets, or arrest people, or arrest our way out of this problem. We must work together as a community, a county, and a state, and as individuals to change our behaviors in distracted driving. We are very optimistic, this group behind me and our organization, the Highway 12 Safety Coalition, that we can make this happen. We can go 12 months without a fatality on Highway 12, and the way that we do it is we need you to help us, and we need to work together. I'd like to welcome Scott McBride to the podium, who is the Metro District Engineer for MnDOT.
Thank you, Chief Krells. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott McBride, District Engineer for MnDOT's Metro District. MnDOT is very pleased to be part of the Going 12 for U.S. Highway 12 campaign, with its goal of 12 months with 0 fatalities on U.S. Highway 12. We're also very pleased to be part of the Highway 12 Safety Coalition. This campaign is part of Minnesota's Towards Zero Deaths campaign and follows the TZD concept of bringing the 4 E's of traffic safety: engineering, enforcement, education, and emergency medical and trauma services to keep motorists safe on our roadways. In preparation for the campaign, MnDOT recently installed crash reduction signs with the phrase 12 for 12 similar to the one you see here today in the corridor. These signs are intended as a reminder to motorists to be even more careful and attentive in their travels in this area, and to keep our campaign goal first and foremost in their minds. The campaign also adds a fifth E into the mix: everyone. It will take everyone's help to reach our goal of 0 fatalities. We are looking to change our traffic safety culture to a culture where even one death from a crash is unacceptable. MnDOT represents the engineering E, and I am here to talk about some additional engineering safety efforts that MnDOT has put in place on Highway 12, as well as future efforts that are currently under discussion. As you are well aware, Highway 12 has been the site of numerous traffic crashes, with many of these crashes caused by motorists crossing over the center line and drifting into oncoming traffic. To help reduce these crashes, representatives from MnDOT began working with the Highway 12 Safety Coalition to install rumble strips along Highway 12. With the help of the coalition, support from the local communities, and a generous donation of time and materials from a local contractor, rumble strips from County Road 6 to County Line Road in Delano, except in Maple Plain, were installed last December, 8 months earlier than planned. And more recently, MnDOT extended the rumble strip installation to include the Maple Plain area. While rumble strips help to raise driver awareness and improve safety, there are still other opportunities to be considered to make Highway 12 even safer. Chief Krells alluded to many of those. Last spring, MnDOT conducted a roadway safety audit along Highway 12 in Wayzata, from Wayzata to the western Wright County line. The goal was to identify potential road safety issues and possible short, medium, and long-term solutions to improve the safety of the roadway. The audit team, along with members of the coalition, drove the entire project corridor and looked at different risk factors and potential problem areas. The report they wrote will help guide MnDOT and the coalition to develop future projects along the corridor. One such project that MnDOT will be constructing next year will be left turn lanes at both intersections with County Road 92. This project will provide separate turn lanes at each location. Other projects from the audit will be pursued with the help of the coalition and other government agencies over time. MnDOT remains committed to the safety of its traveling public and, again, is happy to work with the Highway 12 Safety Coalition and be part of the campaign bringing that commitment directly to Highway 12. We know it takes time to implement engineering solutions to crashes, but we do want to ensure that we get the most effective, long-term solutions possible installed on Highway 12. That is why TZD campaigns such as this are so important. They bring together the other E's and provide immediate actions and steps that can be done to keep people safe, while we work to find the best long-term solutions. Now I would like to introduce a very brave young woman, Liz Squire, to the podium.
Hello, my name is Liz Squire, and this is my mom, Tina Langhans. On the morning of August 22nd, my little sister, Chelsea Langhans, awoke to blue and sunny skies. She brewed some coffee and loaded her yoga mat and yoga bag into her brand new car. She set off eastbound on Highway 12 to attend her favorite yoga class just like any other Saturday. Like most of us, she never questioned her safety on a familiar stretch of road that she drove daily. Just before she would have reached Wayzata, a man traveling westbound crossed over the center line and hit Chelsea head-on. She was killed instantly, and she was 25 years old. It happened so quickly that she wouldn't have even had time to react or process what was happening to her. Upon receiving the terrible news that morning, the world crashed down around me. My little sister, my best friend and confidant, was just gone. Although my family has received an immense outpouring and amount of love, support, and generosity, It has been devastating, a devastating and heartbreaking time for us. We would never think something so horrific could happen to us or the people we love until it does. No family should have to know how it feels to lose a loved one so suddenly in a crash. But unfortunately, too many families of other victims of Highway 12 know that feeling. Far too many lives like my sister Chelsea's have been lost on Highway 12. My family and I applaud the efforts of the Highway 12 Safety Coalition, the Minnesota Department of Public Safety, MnDOT, and the many, many other people who are fighting to improve Highway 12 safety and increase community awareness of the dangers that we all face when driving this road. As a result of Chelsea's death, the world has lost the most beautiful, kind, loving, and generous soul I know. What happened to Chelsea could happen to you or a loved one as well. With our continued and combined efforts, we can improve the safety of Highway 12 and hopefully prevent future tragedies. On behalf of the entire Langhans family and friends of Chelsea, I thank everyone for being here today.
I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for attending here today, and I would offer a few questions if anybody had them for a few minutes in regards to what we spoke today.
This might be a question for Scott. Can someone speak a little bit about the moratorium on extending Highway 12 to 4 lanes?
Mr. McBride?
Sure, thank you. First off, there is no moratorium on 4-lane Highway 12. Right now, it's a matter of funding. I'd just put it in context of a bigger issue, transportation funding to do something like that. There are a lot of needs all over the state of Minnesota. When you stack all those needs together, very simply, there's not enough money to extend a 4-lane Highway 12. So there is no moratorium, per se. Hope that answers your question.
I have one for you too, is the other improvements that were made, the rumble strips specifically. I mean, do you have anything to point to say that those have been effective?
You know, I guess we never know who we save from somebody that we point to from a distraction. Perhaps DPS might have some statistics, but we do know that they work. We do before and after studies on 2-lane highways or highways that we install those. I don't have those statistics. I guess I'd look around the room, but some of our.
I mean, that has probably made a difference in the last year.
I guess we know they do, and I know there's probably somebody in the room that has some more than anecdotal statistics. If there's somebody here that could speak to that.
I mean, just based on your experience, I mean.
Based
I
on.
would like to do more than that, but I mean, that's what you've got.
Right. I think what the area that we're talking about encompasses the area that I serve, Maple Plain and Independence. And we do have a lot of crossover crashes, being a narrow, unique rural highway in the metro. And I've had numerous people come up to me and say, hey, there was a driver in front of me this morning going to work, and they drifted over, they hit the rumble strips, and they came back in. I know I've had at least 20 people tell me that since they were installed in December, and we just don't know. Would they have continued going across the highway to hit somebody else? I think from what we've seen at our department, absolutely, they've made a difference with the crossover crashes.